Alright folks, well we're going to start with Hades, and it's fitting because today's quest is play as a Greek god 3 times. That and the blacksmith thing, which I still don't understand. But last night while I was streaming on twitch.tv/CZTheBookman, I was supposed to be streaming based on my own appointed schedule, Breath of the Wild on the Switch, but for whatever reason my right Joy-Con had no battery power at all. So I had to come up with another plan, and that was Paladins, which is also Hi-Rez. Paladins is like Hi-Rez's free version of Overwatch. And like this, you have gold as opposed to favor that you can use to unlock new champions. And the amount of gold that I was able to acquire just one night of streaming for like 2 hours was unspeakable. I was able to get another champion with only 200 something pieces of gold to start with, and champions are like 7,500 to, well, 5,500 to 7,500. A new one is 7,500. And I still managed just playing, you know, a bunch of matches, like 6 or 7. Stop off about 6 or 7. Still managed to unlock a new champion. And I was just flabbergasted because they have constant quests, constantly streaming left and right, like just constant flow of quests. And those quests give you extra gold, and pretty much every accomplishment gives you even more gold. And it's like, why can't you do that with Smite and Favor? I don't understand. I mean, I get that they make a lot of money off it, but if you're making a lot of money off that with Smite, why don't you do the same thing with Paladins? I guess to get more people involved. I don't like the fact that gods, you have to buy gods. You want to buy skins and whatever, fine. But gods, I think gods should all be available. I don't think you should have to buy gods. I mean, in a way, it's good for practice, but still, it's... If you're going to make it like you need favor to buy gods, then make favor a lot more available than, hey, you get like 200 favor after playing 3 days straight, and we also give you a quest where you can get 400 favor or 300. You know, it's... Come on. Really? It's free to play, yo. But anyway, we just had the problem that I was running into last night with Paladins on my stream, and that was a queue that not everybody responded to. But today we're going to go with Hades. We're going to start his playthrough. Hades is very easy to use, but Hades is also very easy to feel overpowering, in which case you can get yourself killed a lot, as I did in my first showcase of him in Arena. Now remember, you can just hit everybody with a basic attack, and that basic attack will do what's called Blight, in which case Blight will then make your abilities stronger, more effective. So you only really have to hit anybody with a basic attack. Now we got to be quick. No, not Guan Yu. Hades. Shit, what's wrong with you? So but again, like, you can really feel as though you're just unstoppable because he can heal himself with one of his abilities. If he blights enough, he can heal himself a lot more. And you might feel like it's in your best interest to just fade from beneath the ground in the middle of everybody and do that. If you're a few levels higher than everybody else and you have a good amount of hit points and your spells are doing a shit ton of damage, yeah, you could do that. But even with your ultimate, he is still vulnerable, so you got to pick and choose your spots. He's very slow. He can get in and out of trouble without much of a problem, but he's very slow. So you have to kind of hit when the opportunity arises, as opposed to simply burst out in the middle of everything and kill it. Now, that's in Arena. When we're playing Joust, different story. But Arena, or anything that has more than 2 or 3 people in one lane, you gotta pick and choose your spots better. You gotta be careful. So, like I said, if you really want to get someone to run away from your fear, which also it lessens their defenses, you can just hit them with your basic attack, or hit a few people with your basic attack. You don't have to warp towards them or whatever and get yourself in trouble. If you are going to do that, just make sure that you know what your surroundings are. You know where everybody is around you, and you know that you have people around you that can help, and no one on the opposition that can kill you.
I arise.
He's also very tall, but you're both very tall. So anyway, as I was saying in his first playthrough, he's got the 3 main abilities that can work not just in symphony with one another, but also in... they can work systematically with one another. Like, you can go your first ability, second ability, and then your third ability. You could just keep doing that. First ability would be the warp. That will blight everybody in the area. The second ability is the fear. And then the third ability is the sap life. So you can just keep doing that in sequence, one after the other. That's why he's rated as easy. Because he's very easy to figure out. But there are different ways you can play as Hades. I like to go a little bit more conservative. Now, I've had huge games with Hades. Don't get me wrong. I've had huge games with Hades. It's hard not to have at least 3 or 4 kills with Hades, but I've had games like, 12, 13 kills, 1 or 2 deaths. Like, I've had huge games with him. And having Bacchus does help. But like I said, you can blight with just a basic attack. Like, you don't have to...
Oh, grab this day. Kaloo, Calais.
And, like, the fear should come second because the fear does lessen defense and stuff like that. And if they're blighted, they'll also just run away. Every ability he does is going to give blight. His basic attacks, his regular abilities, they're all going to deal blight. And it lasts a while. It's just that when you do his other abilities, when you pop off his spells, they're more effective when they're blighted. So I would suggest hitting a basic attack before even doing the warp up from the underworld. Chunga!
Your team did something.
See, that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to put yourself in the middle of danger. The ultimate is useful, but you would best be suited doing that after you've already made them run away from you. And you don't want to put like 5 in that hole with nobody around you. You'll get fucking killed, because you can take punishment. You won't be rooted or anything like that. You're rooting yourself, but you won't get stunned or whatever. I mean, Bacchus and I could be doing some serious ass damage. Only works so I'm not looking at you.
This must be how your parents feel. Okay, no one's that impressed.
Nice job.
I'm glad I gave you a double kill there, Chunga.
Nice job. My power grows.
So like I said, with Hades, you got to pick and choose your spots because he is a mage. He doesn't have that great amount of defense, and he is very slow.
Retreat!
But he's good. He's good to use.
Retreat!
You'll see people get huge games with him because he is very, very effective. And he'll get to a point where he's just warping towards you and doing whatever he wants. Like anything else, until then, you got to watch your ass.
I need you, buddy.
Retreat!
I mean, he can heal himself, so it's not a big deal.
Forest runs
Go now.
I'm back, milady.
I don't know what I expected. Killing spree.
Where the hell is that going? Oh, it's over there. I wouldn't do his heal until you have like a lot of enemies around you. And they're all blighted. How did I get caught?
Silly ally. Death is for enemies.
Excellent.
Excellent. Like I said, we got to be quick with Hades because a lot of people want to use mages and they certainly want to use
You
Hades.
be more like your ally.
Well, my teammates are getting kills.
Retreat!
Hello, niece.
Get out of this.
If Bacchus would hit his belly flop, I'd definitely warp into that.
Thanks. No sweat.
So you got to be careful with the hunters.
Retreat!
An ally has been slain.
Retreat!
Yeah, that makes sense.
Time to run.
Quiet. Group up.
Yeah, man, I'm not getting any kills here. Group up. I keep getting your fucking assists. Yeah, he does not hit that belly flop at all.
I don't know what I expected. 2 for 1. What a bargain. You've defied all expectations.
I try not to just get one kill out of it, but... oh, that's gonna hurt.
Retreat!
Get out of here.
This must be how your parents feel.
Nice job. Cancel that.
My power grows.
By the way, Hades doesn't tell jokes.
Note to self. Bring home bones of enemies for Cerberus to chew on.
That's as close as it gets. See? Just gotta hit him with your basic attack.
An enemy has been slain. Why can't you?
But he's like Anubis. Like when we get to Anubis, Anubis is extremely easy to just destroy with. Especially in Joust. Like Joust is
And
their
so
real
our hero's
speciality.
Story begins. Silly ally. Death is for enemies.
Well, I tried. There you go.
Ally has been slain.
Retreat!
Yeah, that makes sense. Here I am. Killing spree. Your team did something.
I'm so glad I'm giving you kills, Chunga.
And so, our hero's story begins.
I I can be a little bit more aggressive now.
Alright, so...
Go. That was only one, huh?
Why can't you be more like your ally?
See, the blight lasts a while. It's not like you got like a split second. So you don't have to rush. You can pick your spot. You know, you can aim and then
Excellent.
detonate.
This must be how your parents feel. I don't know what I expect.
Quick! Streak some of this!
An enemy has been slain. Rampage.
Oh, I just got triple teamed.
Killing spree.
Man, Chunga's got about 5 kills from everybody else.
Oh, yes, sure.
I love the way they run when they're scared, too.
Your team did something.
We really have to get this siege
I like
minion
the
in
way
there.
you press them buttons, boy. Silly ally. Death is for enemies.
That's alright, keep him over there. Alright, never mind.
An ally has been slain. Why can't you be more like your ally?
Chunga, did you steal another kill?
What's that? Keep a rabbit's foot for good luck? Well, that's just sick.
When I say I'm a little bit more aggressive, I don't mean I'm going to jump in the middle of that with nobody around me. I'm waiting for Big Bacchus to blast into the center and go from there.
Unstoppable.
Good to see you again. Get served.
I don't know what I expected.
Well, we were winning for a second.
You rock. Thanks.
There we go, Chunga. You healed. Very proud of you.
Unlike his victim.
Damn!
Hero was
You
destined
stole another one.
Rampage. Double kill. Triple kill.
We gotta get you back on your feet.
Fenrir, you've died 13 times, man. Try a new strategy.
This must be how your parents feel.
14 times.
Your team did.
Really try a new strategy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Man, with the right side.
An enemy has been slain.
Yes.
Your team did something. Divine. I bet he saw that going differently.
Catch her if you can.
I mean, we're only down by 18. We could totally make up the difference. I'm not foreseeing it, but I'm just saying.
Why can't you be more like your ally? I don't know what I expected. An enemy has been slain.
It's weird. I should totally like be killing everything.
This must be how your parents feel. That guy's dead. Jealous. Your team did something. Silly ally. Death is for enemies. Our hero was celebrated, inspiring his allies with unending fun.
Alright, now we're really in the game. If that siege minion gets in there, we win.
Be careful, be careful, be careful.
Why can't you be more like your ally?
And that didn't happen, so we're screwed.
Yay! Murder!
Bam! Thank you.
Buttons, boy.
You're the. I just won the fucking game, man. Won the game on 2 abilities. Alright, Hades. I mean, the Blight works when you just hit him with your basic attack, but obviously it's a lot more effective when you use that other ability. So there you go, a nice little showcase, a nice arena, a win. Hades. As I've said, pick and choose. Almost like an assassin. Pick and choose your spots. I mean, dude, seriously. 17, come on. You're not even trying. And you, Artemis, God. Come up with a different strategy. Alright, so I'll be right back with some Joust.